Hello everyone, welcome back to Coffee Outdoors. Today's video is going to be a video of Dirt Hole Remake. I did that a while back, I just never posted it. A lot of people's asked to see how we do a remake, so that's what this video is going to be. I'm using a Duke 1 3/4 offset trap. It's connected to Wolf Earth Anchor. And bait and lure I'm using will be SK Mice Meat from Webster Predator Control and Old South Lures Old Yellow Eyes. Mainly doing the remake with dry peat moss, and we're winterizing it, freeze proofing it with salt. So that's all we really use, unless it's actually dry and we can use the actual dirt there at the set. So these remakes, as long as you can put them back in the set, as long as it's not too tore up where you can actually replace it and rebed it and everything. Cody caught numerous coyotes this season off of using the same trap and putting it back in the same bed, so you don't always have to go outside the catch circle and put a new trap in unless it's absolutely tore up, too muddy or whatever, and you can't do the original set. So I hope you like this video. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure if you're new here you hit that subscribe button, and we appreciate all your support. So check out this remake. Well, here we are. We're at a Coyote set. Gonna show you how I remake one of our Coyote sets. So someone asked to see how we do it, so this is just gonna be a quick remake on this dirt hole set. It started out as a small dirt hole set, and this trap was set here. I'd thrown it a few weeks ago, and you can see how much bigger the hole is. Had some action while the trap's been thrown, so we hadn't been over here. So gonna reset this real quick and just let you see how we do it. Already got the trap set, got the bed already redone. It's wet. We got freezing thawing going on. It's gonna get down to single digits tonight, so it's like 30 some degrees right now. So first thing I want to do is put some peat moss down that bed, and then I want to sprinkle a little salt down there. All I'm using just regular salt. And before I put my trap down there, this is my stuff I'm putting under the pan. I saw this on Mark J. Larson Outdoors. It's more or less pillow stuffing from a pillow. We were using it more or less the last week and a half of when we were trapping here. So and we really like it. And all I do is lift that jaw up. I take a stick and I'll just shove that right under that pan, right so. And then I'm just going to place the trap down here in the bed. Sorry for the background noise, a train decided to run. So I have this loose jaw sitting on my swivel and part of my chain, so it makes that a lot more sturdy. So all I have to focus on is getting the rest of the trap more or less bedded solid. So all I'm going to do is just take some peat moss in my hand and go around the trap until I get all the gaps filled up. Then I'll go through and I'll start pressing down on it to get that bedded solid. You can bed a trap solid with peat moss. It's not as easy as only using dirt, but you can get it done. You just have to go around, spend a little extra time pressing around your trap until you get it solid. It will bed solid in peat moss. So let's look at it. See, it's still a little push on that lever, still a little loose. So I'm going to try to take some of that peat moss and force under them levers. The one thing I have to say that's really important is this trap is bedded solid. So a coyote can come in here and move wherever he wants, and that trap stays put until he steps on the pan. There's no sense even putting a trap in the ground if it's not bedded solid. So, here's my pan. There's my hoe. You see my pan is off center of my hoe, so that way if I would have had my hoe over here, you know, main thing is trap bed is solid and your pan is offset from your hoe. So just gonna fix this dirt hole a little bit. My Berkshire driver, we don't use Berkshire stakes anymore, so it's gonna make that a lot more deeper. Get my sifter out and get this trap sifted over. And I always use a stick just to level my peat moss out. It's just something I've always done. Get it nice and smooth. So that's about a ½ inch below the ground level, so it's kind of like a step down now. It didn't start out that way, but as time's gone on this season, that's just how it's worked out. So when that coyote goes to step on that trap, he's going to be committed. His weight's going to be helping him down, so when that foot hits, that trap will be on him before he has a chance to think about pulling out. So then I'm just going to layer it with salt. And that's pretty much, it's bedded solid, it's freeze proof now. And all we're going to do now is add a little bait and lure, and then we are out of here. My bait and lure gloves are about wore out, so it'll be time for a new pair next year. Gonna put a little Webster Predator Control SK mice meat down the hoe. Really don't need a whole lot. Get a little sheep's wool. I really like using this sheep's wool this year. This is the first year using it, and I will always use it from here on out. I'm just going to use that sheep's wool to wipe that off, and then push that down there. A little shot of urine. And I'm going to put a little lure down here. For all my lure, I always use a Q-tip. I get the biodegradable ones at Walmart or wherever. Old South Lures, Old Yellow Eyes. Nope. I grabbed the wrong bottle. That's Old South Lures, but it's Little Squeaker's Predator food lure. That's not what I'm wanting. Gotta find it now. There we go. You can barely see it. Old Yellow Eyes, Old South Lures. It's a Coyote gland lure. You can see it's about used up. Can't believe I grabbed the wrong bottle. Good grief. I just soaked the end of that Q-tip in there and put that Q-tip down the hole, and that is it. This set is more or less done. Sorry about that confusion with the lure there at the beginning, or there a minute ago. Guess I was having a moment. So I'll bring you over this way. Hopefully you can get a good look at it. You see, the only thing I got is the backing back there to keep them from digging out the behind the trap. We want them to come around to the front to work their way in, get step on the pan, get caught as they're working the dirt hole. So no other guiding needed. We use no guiding whatsoever on any of our dirt hole sets here. It's just strictly open like that, but we do have a backing. We do various size backings from tall to, you know, logs, limbs, piles of dirt, you name it. But that's how I do a remake here on our Coyote line. I hope you like this video. Make sure you hit that like button, and as always, thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video.